Okay, welcome everybody to this week's Hiverchain blockchain seminar. This is something we do every week to, enlighten people about the blockchain space, what's happening, best practices, what to do and what not to do. All right, so you guys are welcome. If this is your first time here, I just need you to, relax, chill, listen, and ask your questions. Don't be shy to ask questions. All right. So for today, I am your host, Udwak Humotan, and I have these wonderful gentlemen here as our speakers for today. And they are Mr. Miracle Ochamba, who is the CEO of Hiverchain, and Mr. Samuel Ogu, who is the CEO of Kotago Interactive. Okay, and they will be talking to us today about DeFi and Dapps. I know some people will be wondering what's DeFi or what DApps. So from our last Zoom meeting, so if you've not seen our last Zoom meeting, our last seminar, we have about 3 seminars before this one. So you could check us out on YouTube, Hiverchain, just search for Hiverchain and you're going to see our videos. Watch, drop your comments, drop your questions, and also check us out on Audio Mac. We have the audio of these seminars on Audio Mac, all right? So as I was about to tell you guys what DeFi means, because I was in the last seminar. So DeFi simply means decentralized finance, and dApps means decentralized apps. Yeah, I'm feeling like a guru right now. So without wasting much time, I'm going to take you guys to, the fine gentlemen here for them to answer your questions. All right. So I'll be starting with Mr. Miracle Ochamba. Mr. Miracle, why do I always start with you? I need to change. I need to change this. I need to change it. So please just tell us a little bit. I know we did it last week, but tell us a little bit of what DeFi means, decentralized finance.
Okay, so like you said, DeFi is decentralized finance. It's basically what we have in our traditional finance system brought to the blockchain. So DeFi is basically having financial institutions, decentralized financial institutions. So you can virtually run a bank on the Ethereum blockchain. You can run an insurance company on the Ethereum blockchain, right? You can do whatever you can do in the traditional sense. Now, doing it without government without government regulations, without sanction, without middlemen, directly, right? You can take out loans on the blockchain using your crypto as collateral. You can give out your money to be lend out your money to be borrowed by someone else while you in interest. You can do all those things on the blockchain. You can have an exchange on the blockchain where there is no middleman, just a smart contract, executing, buy and sell and all that good stuff. So that is what DeFi is all about. It's more like bringing the traditional finance system to the blockchain without any middleman, without much hassle. That is what it's all about.
Okay, so it's all about refining the whole financial institution that we have now, the whole structure we have now. Is taking it a step higher, or even more, 2 steps, or even 3 steps higher. Yeah.
Yeah. What it's basically doing is it's more like modernizing what is already. Bringing the bank to the blockchain, where the common man can use his crypto to take out loans, instead of you giving banks your money and then banks is making profit with your money and not paying you good percentages. You can actually loan your crypto or lend your crypto to a DeFi protocol like Compound or even Aave or MakerDAO, and then they take this your crypto and they give it to someone else and they pay you directly the interest. So if the person is paying 4% APY, you're getting 4% APY, right? It's not like the banks, where bank will be paying you small interest while they are collecting huge amounts from borrowers and all that stuff. No.
Yeah.
That is what DeFi is all about. You can use your crypto to collect loans. You can take out an insurance on your crypto. You can buy and sell crypto without doing KYC. So that is decentralizing the whole system, giving power back to the people. That is what decentralized finance is all about.
Okay, I think when this whole blockchain rave started, the whole concept was all about anonymity. Okay, you don't need to know who is doing this. Everything needs to be decentralized. But I came to find out that some companies and some blockchain, giants started doing the whole KYC. I think KYC defeated the whole, decentralized aspect of, cryptocurrency and all. But let me go to Mr. Samuel, still on the same topic, DeFi. Yeah, you are a developer, all right? So from the developer's point of view, can you just explain how DeFi works?
Okay, so just like you said, DeFi is decentralized finance. So mainly what they are doing is making applications on a decentralized platform, which is the blockchain. So when you have a financial application that has no one controlling it, automatically it's a DeFi. So these are written sets of codes, or more like instructions that have been written to execute based on events. So if I borrow this, when I pay, this will happen. If this happens, by this time, this should happen. So these are just programs. They are just sets of instructions that is in a blockchain that is being executed. So that is simply what a DeFi program is.
Okay, so today we have DeFi, we have Dapps. Okay, can you just tell us a little bit about what Dapps is all about? Because when we see DeFi and we see Dapps, we tend to, think they are the same thing.
Yeah, so in a way they are. So most DeFi are dApps. So first of all, what are dApps? So dApps are decentralized applications. So just like you have Facebook, Facebook is an application, but the difference is that Facebook is centralized. So Facebook data or information like your profile picture, your messages, everything concerning Facebook are stored in a place. So they are stored in a server, more like a computer. So if anything happens to those servers, everything concerning Facebook is lost. So the same thing with your finance, your current finance. So if you have a GT account, your money, your transactions are stored in a centralized server. So if anything happens to those servers, everything concerning your transactions are lost. I mean, they won't know who owns what. So now bringing that into the blockchain. So when you bring an application into a blockchain, it's known as a dApp, a decentralized application. Why it's decentralized is because you are leveraging the blockchain, which is a decentralized platform. So looking at Ethereum, for an example, Ethereum runs a decentralized blockchain, which is Ethereum. And once you have your application, so imagine Facebook was to be in Ethereum. So what it means is that no matter what, those information, those data can't be lost.
Right.
So be it today, tomorrow, they can't be lost. They can only be lost when the blockchain itself, which is Ethereum, is destroyed. And the chances of the blockchain being destroyed is as good as, let's say, as good as the whole electricity in the world being destroyed, or the entire internet in the world is being destroyed. So that is as good as having a blockchain and having an application running on the blockchain. So that is that decentralized application. So taking your everyday application and putting it on a blockchain, so it automatically makes it a decentralized application.
Okay, awesome. So if I should create an app right now, okay, I create a normal app, maybe an app like Uber, the taxi hailing app, yeah, and I just take it and literally just take it and put it in the blockchain. It becomes a dApp.
Yeah, it becomes a decentralized application. And why is it decentralized? Because those data that powers the application, they are in the blockchain and they can't be changed, they can't be altered. So it automatically makes it a decentralized application.
Okay, so awesome. Now, are there like already existing platforms that we have, already existing apps like maybe your bank app? Yeah, your bank app, you want to use to transfer and all. Can those applications be transferred to the blockchain, or you have to rewrite the codes, as in redesign it, redevelop it on the blockchain? Do you understand my question?
Yeah, so those applications, you still need to write the codes. You have to rewrite it. But for the existing data, they can all be transferred to the blockchain, every single one of them. So imagine your transaction from the day you created a GT account till today. So everything being on the blockchain. So you can still move your centralized application into a decentralized application.
Okay, awesome. So now coming to DeFi and Dapps, how do we relate DeFis to Dapps? Now I want us to understand, for those of us that are coming in right now, DeFi means decentralized finance and Dapps means centralized applications. Okay, so how do we relate these two, DeFis and Dapps?
Okay, if I answer that, so DeFi, which is decentralized finance. So like Miracle said, whenever you have your financial application going to the blockchain, automatically it makes it a decentralized finance, again, which is DeFi. Okay. So most of these DeFi are run on an application, again. So most of them are run as an application. So these are just instructions. So the biggest DeFi, like you know, is Bitcoin. So because Bitcoin, what it's doing is making a decentralized payment system. So already we have a centralized payment system, which is, you know, having your data, again, it's centralized because it's maintained, it's governed by a body, which is the central bank, right? So once payment goes to the blockchain, in the case of Bitcoin, which isn't governed by any central body, it becomes a decentralized finance, which is Bitcoin as a whole. But there are specific decentralized finance doing certain things. So just like Miracle said, there are decentralized finance handling lending. So in the case of Compound is the company. So what they do is that you bring your crypto and you use it as leverage, as collateral to collect loan. So you have that in the centralized system, whereby if you want a loan, let's say you go to GT, in which they hardly give loans, and you meet them, before they can give you any loan, you need a collateral. So you need some people who make demand like, oh, you need to have landed properties in 5 places in Nigeria. You need to have this, you need to have, again. So when you bring those collateral, they now give you the loan. Now, what happens when you default on the loan? Now, these people start chasing you. You have those bankers, they start calling you, guy alpha. But in a decentralized economy, you don't have anyone chasing nobody, and you use cryptocurrency as your collateral.
Okay.
So once your cryptocurrency is on the platform, if you default, you have an instruction which is in the application itself, which is coded, is embedded on the application.
As a smart
An example, yeah, as a smart contract. An example could be once there's a default, by this time, take that person's collateral, which is the cryptocurrency, and take to this particular wallet. And that is all. A smart contract could be written that, oh, once this person pays back, automatically release the cryptocurrency. So nobody is maintaining that platform. Nobody is looking, oh, have you defaulted? Oh, when is your application due? Oga, how far? Pay us our money now. No one is doing all that. So you just have the power of code, which is on the blockchain, executing this contract.
Awesome.
So the difference or the similarity is just financial applications on the blockchain. That is what makes it DeFi. But in general, it's still a decentralized application, which is DApps.
Awesome. Thank you. That was so in depth. Okay, Mr. Miracle. Now, for us, for we as people, as humans that are not functioning on the blockchain, how do we, what are the applications of DeFi? Like, what are the opportunities when it comes to DeFi for us out there? Like, how could we be a part of DeFi? How can we, those that are available right now, yeah, how can people partake in this whole DeFi wave?
Okay, so I like what Sam did when he explained DeFi and dApps. It's just so unfortunate or premature that most of the dApps currently now are DeFi. Okay, but then there are dApps that are coming up that are not DeFi. That are gaming applications, right? That you can play games on the blockchains, that you can do art on the blockchain, you can buy and sell art on the blockchain. So now, diving into your question, the way that the common man can actually benefit from this whole DeFi craze is DeFi now presents an opportunity for you not to learn how to trade and actually make money. Okay, so most people come to you and say, I want to learn how to trade. That's buy and sell crypto or not fundamental analysis or technical analysis before they can actually be able to trade. But then DeFi comes in a way where you can actually buy some crypto, lend that your crypto to like Compound or MakerDAO or Aave. There are a whole lot of them, and then earn interest just like that. It's more like quote unquote passive income, right? So picture that you had like maybe 10 million or something sitting there. You buy crypto, put it, and then every year you get probably 5 or 6% APY on your money without you trading, right? So just like the way people go and put their money in fixed deposit in banks, and they are rest assured and they are secure, they are happy. Every 3 months or every month or whatever plan you're on, you get money paid out to you. Crypto is like that now, right? You pack your wealth in crypto, whichever token you want, so far as it's on the Ethereum network, right? Because the most booming DeFi protocols are on the Ethereum network currently, right? So you buy your token. It might be Ethereum, it might be USDT, it might be DAI. Lend it to one of these protocols, and then they are paying you a certain amount. This is not even, they don't pay it monthly. It is per second it comes, but then the accumulation might be 4% in a year, or 6% because it varies, right?
So, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Miracle was still talking, he made mention of different ways people could, get into um, DeFi, how people could come into DeFi, how people could make money from DeFi. Now, there are platforms out there. So how do we know which is legit? Because one thing people are always scared of is the legitimacy of this platform.
Yeah, so for starters, you never know if a platform is legit till they run away. Yeah, so my advice to people is before you use a platform, number one is know the founders, know the owners. So if you don't know the owners, do not go into those platforms. And
Okay.
we shouldn't be guided by greed. So if you don't know the owners, do not patronize those platforms. So there are so many DeFi out there. Just like some years back, I think 2 years back, 2017, we have the ICO boom. And the ICO boom took a whole lot of people's money, like a whole lot of people's money. People lost their money from ICO. And today it's happening in DeFi. And if you don't know the founders, do not patronize them. And another thing you can do is these decentralized platforms are set of codes. So these codes are actually available. So what you can do is that you can do a review. You can go check out reviews concerning these codes. And there are developers that do reviews concerning these smart contracts. They check the codes and they check to see if they are hidden bugs. They check to see the protocols, what happens if these instructions are executed. You get. So you also need to check this code. And if you are not a developer, you won't be able to check, but you can check on YouTube because there are tons of developers that review these smart contracts. And
Awesome.
go see their review and see what they have to say concerning these DeFi platforms. Because at the end of the day, once your token is gone, it's gone. It's very difficult to recover it because this is on the blockchain. You hardly know who owns who. And every day people are creating these platforms. Every day people are creating these financial applications on the blockchain. So you just need to be careful. Then do not use money that you do not know, you cannot afford to lose. You get. So it's part of investing. Do not lose money that you can't afford to lose.
Okay, so I think one of the first times I heard about smart contracts, and I know a whole lot of people have the same ideology too. You came out with platforms that say register, bring 2 people, your 2 people will bring the other 2 people, and everybody automatically thinks that that's what smart contract is all about, the blockchain. So can you help us? Can you help us re-understand what this actually means? Because from what you have said right now, there are companies that actually do this, and you don't have to bring 1 person or bring 2 people or bring 4 people. Yeah.
Yeah. So smart contract. So like the name implies, it's a contract and it's smart. It's smart because it can execute on its own. It doesn't need anyone to be there. So just like, let's give a typical example. Uber, for instance, you call an Uber, you got into your Uber and you get to your location. The next thing you decide not to pay the Uber driver because the Uber driver spoke to you the way you don't like. Now, in a smart contract, whether you like it or not, automatically payment is made when service is done. You get. So for most of these platforms, they do what we call the Ponzi, whereby things are done on the platform. It's a centralized system. So it's not backed up by smart contracts. So it's centralized because the authorities or the owners or the founders tomorrow can decide, oh, we don't want to do this, we don't want to do that. But for a smart contract, once it's deployed, there is no change. The protocols must happen. The instructions must happen. So it's safe. Okay. So most of these platforms, they are Ponzi because 100% responsibility lies on the owners. So tomorrow they can decide, oh, let's crash the platform. Okay. But for smart contracts, you can't do that.
Okay, awesome. So, Mr. Miracle, you were saying some things before you went out. So, in 30 seconds, can you just quickly just round up and tell us a little about everything we need to know, the last things you want to tell us? Just let's know.
Okay, so the DeFi ecosystem presents a good opportunity for everybody, right? Moving forward, I would like to encourage both young and old to look into DeFi, because DeFi is more like you using a global monetary system, right? To do your investment, make your payments, earn interest, take out loans, buy insurance, trade, exchange, and all that stuff. It's actually a good ecosystem right now.
Okay, awesome. So, guys, please to know more about DeFi, join us on our Telegram group. Okay, we have a Telegram group, a Hiverchain Telegram group, and we get to know more about DeFi, get to know how it works, get to know what happened. So we'll be here next week, same time. All right, next week, same time. We're going to be talking about a new amazing topic that I know is going to benefit every other person. Okay, so follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Hiverchain. And we'll see you guys in the next meeting. All right? Have an amazing time. Bye.
All right, guys.